An incredible discovery has left archaeologists stunned. It was found near the coast of Peru. Ruins included a temple believed to be more than 4,000 years old. They were found. They're currently being fully excavated, offering us a rare glimpse into a lost way of life. Here with us now, one of the members of the excavation team, archaeologist Luis Moro Inonyan. Luis, welcome to the show. We are so excited to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Thank
so
you.
First, describe exactly what the team found.
Yeah, so we have basically started excavations at this so far unknown archaeological site called La Otra Banda, Cerro Las Ánimas, and our excavations have exposed the remains of two temples, actually. One temple seems to be very old, from the formative period. This is a period of time that goes from 2000 to 900 BCE, before Christian era. And this particular temple is composed by architectural spaces that are made of adobe walls, mud walls, which were beautifully decorated with plaster, with mural paintings, with high relief designs, decorating what seems to be a mythological creature, right, whose body is composed by human and animal attributes. So this is something that the discovery is actually something that has surprised us, because we were not really expecting to find something that is so ancient. So the architectural configuration of this space seems to be like something similar to a small theater. It has like a stage, like on staircases, what seems to be like a backstage spaces, like articulating what seems to be a small theater.
Yeah, we're looking at the carvings and just the space inside. It's incredible. So you and your team, you're continuing excavating the site. How difficult and or delicate is this process?
Extremely delicate. Archaeology in general is a really slow process. The excavations takes a lot of time, right? It's something that we have to do like very carefully, manually. We don't use, of course, machines or something like that. So the process is very slow, but we are very privileged that we count on the support of a large team of experts, of archaeologists, technicians. It's a multidisciplinary team composed by specialists basically coming from all over the world. So we are expecting to continue with the excavation throughout the summer. So we are in the middle of the excavations, and we also count with the support of the Ministry of Culture of Peru, who is providing also their help and also their support.
You mentioned you guys found what seems like a theater. So what else are you learning about this specific site and the people who may have lived there?
Yeah, we are speaking of a very ancient religious structure, right? And this really giving us important clues about the emergence of complex religion in this part of the world. So this is basically a period of time in which ancient Peruvians are building temples, right? But we still know very little about what was actually their motivation behind, what was the circumstances in which they started building these temples. So we still know very little about the emergence of what we call institutionalized religion. And this space where ritual performances were conducted like thousands of years ago are really giving us clues to understand what was the belief systems of these people, why these people constructed these large-scale monumental religious spaces, how they envision a space, and what was ultimately behind this belief system, the gods that they worship, and why is the reason of they basically started constructing these gigantic buildings.
Luis, I'm so fascinated by this as we're looking at the pictures and the bones. I have to ask you, when you and your team first discovered this, what was the reaction? What was going through your mind?
It was incredible. As I said, we were not expecting to find this. So I'm Peruvian. I'm originally from Peru, and also my family, from both my father's and mother's sides, are originally from this specific territory of Peru. So it was when we basically started discovering the evidence and seeing the iconographic representations on the walls. When I specifically stand in front of this mythological creator that we found, it was incredible. It was an incredible sensation. It was like letting these people to know their story, right? It's like they are using also our work to help us, to help them to tell their story. So it was a little bit of uncovering the story of my own ancestors as a Peruvian, as someone who has deep connections with this territory. So it was really an incredible sensation to be in front of this very ancient structure and to try to tell the story of these people